Gaxon Squadra keeps annoying me with the Divine Draw system, man. And I would just want to talk about it as a video because it's been on my mind the past few days and I've kind of collected my thoughts. I wanted to make sure I played Season 4 for a few days and just make sure, like, oh, I get a grasp on how these Divine Draws work. And I can comfortably say I still hate most of them. Oh my goodness. I just like, look, I see the idea behind the Divine Draw system. It's to make every game feel different. And then they introduce stuff like this, where it's like, did you playtest this? Like, I genuinely, I'm asking if they playtested this, or if they like, I don't know, because obviously it's hard to playtest things as like, you know, an online environment because of the fact that, you know, they're not gonna just be able to do that unless they get a bunch of beta testers or something and like a PvP kind of game. It's just like, I mean, I could just show you guys, like look at this, bro. Look, this is how this everyone's calling it Mickey Divine Draw party game. Kind of this game is, right? And I know this game isn't really designed to be super competitive, but at the same time, it's like so confusing because we can keep saying, oh, they're not really designing this game to be super competitive, and then they host, like, they have a whole tournament kind of support. They have their whole own Squadra Blast tournament that happens at the end of every season. And I'm not saying that particularly them being like, oh, you know, we're showing this game to be competitive, but at least there's some aspect to that. And then they make good changes where it's like, oh, chipping the tower doesn't do as much damage, right? Where it's like, okay, if you get your Gextion burst interrupted, it doesn't do as much damage this season, which is a good change because it's always been a thing that tower damage has always been, I guess, easy to get off with chipping and how much damage that did and backdooring. And, you know, they made changes like increase the tier 1 towers here, like Champa, their HP and things like that. And then it's like, for some reason, they decide, yeah, we made all these changes. Let's introduce a Divine Draw that completely negates all the work we did to make those changes and all the studying we did and all the adjustments we did for those changes, because you could just do something like this. Look at that. Look, we were right here. And this is so funny. Obviously this is Super Start plus the hammers, but there's the thing of, okay, you know, okay, we left the Champa alone for 1 second, then Goku just bursts in with Kaioken. And they do, like, and you can't interrupt this, by the way. Like, chipping, at least you can interrupt chipping. This you can't interrupt. And then they can still, not only can they hit the towers with this, but they can also damage you with this. They can damage you at the same time. And this is free tower. Isn't that kind of stupid? Like, I don't know. This is like arguably the worst Divine Draw. I don't know. There's ways to play around it sometimes, but realistically, you can't really stop rest decks. Like, what characters could reasonably just like stop this, like early game if you're at even levels? Like, what character can like stop this? And in terms of like, okay, let's take a look here. I mean, Debor, if he gets petrification off, maybe. No other attacker could really stop that because no other attacker really like forcibly moves you as a character. Zamasu, Khalifa kind of can with her skill 3. Barda can, Forgita can. This guy kind of can do that, but you can still do rush attacks. Cooler can kind of interrupt you with the skill 2. We have Ultimate Gohan. Boo, if you use his ultimate or skill 3, hits technically can stop 1 at a time. And then like that's kind of it. Like everyone else is just like, there's not like a way to like stop that from happening directly, like with every single character, because it's just like rush attacks. Unless you just melt them down in HP or you're prepared for it ahead of time, right? I find it pretty silly, honestly. And then there is also strategies where, again, you take a look at this, right? They triple pushed our tower and I got blinded. Just instantly. And there's like multiple, there's a blind right here, and there's a blind right here on top of the tower. And then Krillin's mines, they did adjust Krillin's mines. Let me just double check the adjustment because I'm trying to remember if it still does apply the blind or not. They changed something related to that. Where is this guy Krillin? In Mexican Control F. Krillin here. Yeah, so he doesn't apply the shrink field of view anymore with the mine specifically, but like he still has multiple options of blinding with skill 3 and things like that. And okay, I get blinded, and then they just all three of them freely hit the tower, and then I can't see where I am, you know. And that's a bit silly. It's a bit silly. And they pretty much are able to get half the tower damage done by that self, and then with the true pulse, obviously, you know, just unfortunate. It's kind of like a thing of like, okay, do you do it first or the enemy does it first? That's the issue with it. I just think it's really dumb. I don't know. But it's not even just this divine draw. I mean, there's this meme that was made by Mods right here. We could take a look here. I can't really like play the audio because I would obviously get copyrighted for it. But like, okay, we have a medical respawn still in the game. And then this divine draw right here, bro, is so comical. The surge trap, bro. They're like, oh my goodness. Like, this Mario Party like divine draw in this game that has PvP and is intended to be competitive, right? I think you could say, again, like I said it earlier, they're saying it's not intended to be competitive, but there's competitive aspects to this game. There's a ranking system, there's an official tournament, there's actually 2 official tournaments. There's Squadra Cup, and then there is Squadra Blast, and then there is the supported tournaments, which for all intents and purposes are officially backed. And then for some reason in all of these like ranked tournament style kind of matches, these are all active. Let's go down the line, right? You know, Superstart is good. Actually, I do like Superstart. I think Superstart is really fun. That's why they haven't removed it. Medical respawn is stupid. They did nerf it. It's not nearly as big of an issue, but at the end of the day, it just benefits the winning team more 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times the winning team gets benefited from this already because the winning team already has greater levels, the winning team already has greater buffs, so that it makes it even harder for a comeback to happen, or realistically it doesn't do anything at all. So it's a lose-lose situation. It either does nothing for you or it just helps the winning team. Sometimes it might be able to help you if the winning team doesn't know what they're doing and are letting you revive, but you guys get the point. Team Rush Go is fun, right? It's not like the biggest thing of all time. I do like it. It just speeds up farming and things like that. Cloudy Cloak is just annoying. Mr. HP is annoying as well. This is the same reason why these two are annoying to me. Is because of the fact that they just remove a basic gameplay kind of thing for you. I guess Cloudy Cloak isn't as big of a deal. Because at least you see the cloud. But the issue with Cloudy Cloak is that you can't directly target an enemy sometimes. While they're in the cloak, you would have to use a skill, which is not really the biggest ask sometimes, but like this is just incentivizes like backdooring. I feel like that's the biggest thing about it. It like incentivizes backdooring, just is annoying, right? This Mr. HP is also just kind of annoying as well. Especially because it also operates on bosses, man. And Jackie Chun, it's just like you designed the game to have these layouts and you're like, okay, these divine draws are going to take away from our design of how the game is supposed to work. Like, you designed a game at a base level, and then you introduce divine draws that just take away from that. I don't know. It's the same issue with Squeaky Hammer Wall, dude. Surge Trap, I feel like it just happens way too frequently. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not that hard to get around. It's just annoying. Skill 2 cooldown, I think it's a good in concept. But the like actual cooldown reduction that it gives is pretty dumb, because you have a character like Majin Buu who could just basically like infinitely heal you now, which is I think pretty stupid considering he has an AoE heal available, that he could just infinitely heal your team. That's kind of dumb. You have Bardock, who could have more Wraths around and was also buffed, even though he was already like our top tier character in the game. Arguably, Bardock might be just the best character in the game now. Kefla's good still, really good. But like, is Bardock just not the best character in the game? Like, if we're being completely honest. And that's another issue. Is I feel like they're, I don't know. It feels like they balance the game around like C ranks. And like, okay, sure. Obviously, most players in the game are casual. Most players in the game are not going to be, you know, playing that much. And like not know the ins and outs of every single character. And they want to make sure that they kind of do these balance adjustments for as many players as possible. But can you tell me why the season benefits Kefla more and benefits Bardock more? Even though they had the data, even from C4 rank and above, they had the data that shows that these two, in literally almost every single region, has the highest KDA. Can anyone tell me why? They buffed him instead? Do they test these characters? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't know. I don't know. Oh boy, oh brother, okay. Let's take a look at some of the comments here. Let's see what people are saying. It's just like, I love this game. It's so much fun still. Like at its core, it's a fun game. It needs more depth to it for sure. I think that the issue with these divine draws is that it takes away from the game and it takes away from how you play rather than adding. Like we like Superstar because it adds something to your character. We like Skill Boost 1, Skill Boost 2 because it added something. And it maybe incentivizes you to use other characters. It's the same thing with this. It's just a little too much of a cooldown reduction. Even with the Vanishing Step 1 pre-Kefla was actually kind of fine. It just needed to have less of the Vanish reduced. But then there's also the aspect of it feels like these divine draws are like done to kind of center around the new characters released. Because last season we had the Vanishing, which worked really well for Kefla. This skill 2 cooldown works really well for God Goku. Is Kid Buu gonna be great for Squeaky Hammerall? Or the Search Trap somehow? Like Vegeta's gonna be really good for it? Like, I don't know. Okay, the weight falling from the sky has to be has its funny troll moments, but is the dumbest and least competitive thing you've ever seen in a MOBA. Half the time, my teammate triggers it while it's moving up in the lane and hits you, or falls during a battle while there's so many effects you can't see the damn circle on the ground well. Yeah, that's true too. Like, there's so much things going on the, like, battlefield that, like, maybe sometimes you just might miss it, dude. Yeah, Medicamin Respawn Yahoo is still in the game, bro. It'd be cool if they could at least add a vote feature like every other week. You could vote for one of 2 maps or vote random. I just think that it should not be in ranked. Like, realistically, ranked matches should not have divine draws. And then if you just remove it from the competitive aspect of the game, then it would be fine. Who would even care? Like, it's like, okay, it's cool. But it is in there. And then it actively, like, I think it does more harm than it does good. As much as Superstar is fun, it just really. And then another thing is that they always only want 8. There's only 8 at a time. I don't know why they want. Like, do they not want the game to be too complicated? But it just makes these matches feel so bad when you get the same divine draw over and over and over. You have, okay, let's say one game you load in, you get medical respawn, then search trap. The second game you load in, you can get Search Trap, and then Team Rush Go. And then the third game you load in, you go back to Medical Respawn, and then you get Mystery HP. The fourth game you load in, you get Skill 2 cooldown, then Search Trap again. And then, okay, maybe finally you get a game with Superstar, but then, oops, you get Squeaky Hammerwall. And then you go again, and maybe one match you get Superstar, and then Team Rush Go. And it's like, oh, that's cool, you know? And then every other one sucks. Besides this one, to an extent. Like... it's like every other game you have something that just like annoys you. And changes like I just bring back the season 1 Divine Draws, replace Golden Soul Juniors with Team Rush Go. I mean, yeah, so I have to look at what was the season 1 Divine Draws. Okay, I'm taking a look back here. Okay. I think Super Starts, Meat Buns, Skill 1 damage up were all fines for me. I think what they should do is, okay, in my opinion, the best Divine Draws are the boost ones on Team Rush Go. So like, okay, 1 Super Start keep Super Start, keep Skill 1 damage up, keep Skill 2 damage up, keep Meat Buns, give us Team Rush Go. I think this could come back, or like Skill 2 cooldown could be a thing in the game, except just reduce the amount that it recovers. Vanish Step cooldown could also be a thing, just also reduce it. And then the final one, maybe they add just Skill 3 cooldown, or I mean Skill 3 boost up, or even like, I don't know, yeah. Because obviously they added this because it's like, oh, Metallic doesn't really have a purpose. Just give us Meat Buns back, dude. That was actually good. Meat Buns were actually fun. And it extended battles, and I found Meat Buns pretty fun. This was a bit too strong. Though chipping is a weaker now, so maybe it'd be okay, but I don't know. Exploding enemies, thank God they removed this, that sucked. The gutted destruction, like kind of grass field was fine, I guess. This one was okay. It's like fine, just whatever. But like, I'd rather they add things that make the game fun. And then keep AXL Junior out of here. Oh boy, I don't know. I just yeah. Yep. Annie says that they suck, but outside of Hammer, you don't really have that big of an issue. I just like, okay, when you play, obviously Annie plays the game a lot too, but it just like it just makes it annoying to want to play the game. After a certain point of time, it really does. They refuse to change the core fundamentals, so they think adding these draws as band-aid fixes will be enough to keep it diverse, and it's not. It's like they want to keep the game simple, and this is their way to try to change the game up, but realistically, it's just changing the core fundamentals of the game in a bad way by removing the core fundamentals. It's not even like changing it, man. Divine cards, we need more divine cards. Like, I also hate, like, again, I said this already, but like they keep removing instead of adding. Yeah, Mr. HP, medical spots, everything is either great or annoying but manageable. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just don't really have fun with it, man. It's just like stupid. I started to like my IRL job more than Gakshin, bro. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Just a mini rant here. I don't know how much to say beyond this. I'm sure people could say here. People agree. Yeah. Kefla not getting nerfed, but Bardock getting buffed instead. Yep. Why is Cell so damn strong? Cell's not really that strong, actually. But I think most people think that Cell's really, really good, though. So, like, if we take into account, like, 90% of the player base, most people are going to think Cell's really good. The fact that Search Track actively track you, take half your health if you don't move in time, or it's just been annoying, yeah. I mean, goodness. Kefla's unmanageable, Bardock's too strong. Same Kefla's yeah, the same characters that suck in season 3 suck in season 4. I think that's another thing. It's like the balance patch, like why are they scared of nerfing characters? It feels like recently they've been scared of like nerfing characters in a competent way. Let's take a look here. 3.2, Super Saiyan 3 got a nerf. The only nerf. Look at this. Like, they're just scared to like nerf characters. I don't know, like, why are you scared to nerf good characters, like characters that are too strong? You keep buffing them instead. Like, you buffed everyone. These adjustments, most of them were not even like nerfs either, besides like Broly. I just, I don't get it. I don't get it. We have to go, how far back do we have to go before we see an actual, like, a group of characters that got nerfed? This was 3.2, here's 3.1. What's 3.1 looking like? No balance changes in 3.1. Okay. Season 3. Oh no, it's Season 3 patch notes. Buffs, nerfs. Okay. The start of Season 3 was the last time we got multiple characters being nerfed. And now we're about to get to 3.2. And we haven't seen a considerable character nerf. Like a straight up nerf. Sometimes they put characters in buffs and it's low-key like secretly a nerf, like Deborah. But like that's not the right character to get nerfs. Like, oh my god, I just like don't know what to say. I really don't. I really like what are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? I don't get it. But this is my gripes with the game right now. Again, the game's fun still. You'll see you'll see me complain about this game right here, and then you bet your ass you're gonna see me in the game playing for like 10 hours or something like next weekend or something. I just like that doesn't mean that the things that I find annoying about the game I'll still find annoying, but at least I'll be playing in a group. Dude, I'm at solo queue. I'm so sorry for you guys. If you're in solo queue, I pray for you every day because oh my goodness. I bet you there's some teammates who just like right here, I think it was said, my teammate triggers it whilst moving at the lane and it hits you. Like that happens probably. Or just like, okay. Appreciate y'all. Catch you guys next time and peace out.